I went from 90 to 150 pounds completely naturally. I put on tons of size, tons of muscle, got tons of strength at 110 pounds for 5 reps on weighted pull-ups, started benching like 245, 250, got stupid strong, became one of the best arm wrestlers in my school.
That's great. You're too strong for this bullshit. 3, go.
Fuck you.
Oh, I am so good here.
Oh, go. I did. No. Oh, fucking hell, bro. Brandon's the one person I can't beat, bro.
Cooper, you want to do one?
Was one of the strongest people that you could possibly meet, like in person. I'm genuinely, for my age, the strongest person that I know. And it's not even close. Then, after all of this, I decided to get to 10% body fat. I went on a big cut, kept my strength, got stronger in some areas, and now I'm bulking again. And as you can see from the thumbnail, we're doing it right. So if you're an idiot when it comes to knowing about fitness, building muscle, and knowing what it actually means to bulk up, get stronger, all of that, if like you kind of have question marks in your head when I use these words, this is all that you need to know. What it means to bulk is simply to put on weight, but quality weight. So for example, you have 2 people. One puts on 10 pounds, the other one puts on 10 pounds. This person puts on only fat, this person puts on only muscle. This person will look substantially better if they put on 10 pounds of muscle. We want muscles. Muscles look cool. Of course, we want to look in shape. We want to look like a beach body. We want to look jacked. Not bodybuilder jacked, but like fitness model type of sexy jacked. Because when we look in the mirror, when we go outside, when we have our shirt off, it looks fucking sick. So how do we do that? Most guys are in a situation to where they have a lot of fat, but they don't have a lot of muscle. And most people think that that means that they need to remove fat. Most trainers will tell them that they need to lose fat. And after learning about how different people train their clients, after speaking to other trainers, they couldn't be more wrong. These people, if they want to look how it is they want to look, if they want to look lean, if they want to look strong, if they want to look big and solid, they need to actually put on weight. And in order to put on weight, one of the easiest things that you can do is to train in the gym to make sure you're putting on quality weight, you're putting on muscle, and also to eat slightly more than your body needs. Let me give you an example. You have 2 people. One's training in the gym every single day, going hard, but they're not eating enough. The second person doing the same training every day, very hard. They're doing their cardio, they're doing their weightlifting, they're doing their bench presses and pull-ups and lat pull-downs and rows and squats, and they're training unbelievably hard. They're dedicating their heart and soul to training. They're basically a professional athlete. The person who doesn't eat enough will look basically the same after a year. They'll get a little bit leaner, but they won't get any bigger. The person who ate slightly more than their body needed will look amazing. And even if they weren't training that hard, so let's use an even more extreme example. One person, professional athlete, training their ass off every day, constantly, go, 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 go. They eat at maintenance. They don't eat enough to gain weight. They're going to stay looking the exact same. The person who trains kind of hard, they train like 2-3 times a week, they go kind of hard on their sets, they are sometimes inconsistent. After a year, if they eat slightly more than their body needs, they will look better. That's just the unfair reality of how human biology works. In order to gain size and muscles, one of the number one things that is required is eating extra calories. And I know you're thinking, oh, I don't want to track my calories. Oh, that means I have to track my calories. I don't want to. You don't. The easiest way that I found to gain weight after 5 years of bulking, after putting on 60 plus pounds and then cutting and then gaining more weight, one of the easiest ways that I found to put on quality size is to count the number of meals that you eat in a day on average. So you probably already know this. You probably eat breakfast, and then like before you go to work you have a quick snack, or after you, or while you're at work you take like some stuff from the candy jar or whatever. It doesn't matter. You know about when you eat. Then you go to lunch, and then when you're home you have dinner, and then you maybe have like a second like dinner / late night snack later in the day. You know, you eat like 4 or 5 times a day. You have 2 options. You can either eat more, or you can eat more per meal. So you can eat more times throughout the day, so you can have 4, 5, 6, 7 meals a day, 8 meals a day, or you can eat more per meal. If you're already in like the 5 to 6 meal a day range, try and eat more per meal. And assuming that you look something like this. If you're like fat and you look like this, then obviously don't, because fucking you're gonna get even more fat. You don't want that. I'm talking mostly for the people who look like this guy. If you're already eating like 5-6 times a day, then eat more per meal. But if you're only eating like 3-ish, 2-ish times a day, 1 time a day, some people that I know, try and fit in more meals. And I know you're thinking like, oh, I don't have time. I have a personal trainer at my gym that I work with. He's going to school to get his engineering degree, his master's. He owns real estate. He has 4 children. He is working out almost every single day. He is a personal trainer at the gym that I go at. I guarantee you, he is more busy than you. He eats what he is supposed to put on size and to lose weight. Guaranteed. And he has a nutritionist to do this, and he's very professional about it. You don't have that. But the benefit of not having a nutritionist is that you're unknowing to what you need to eat. So you can just eat kind of what you want. And the thing is, the unfortunate reality, other than like getting your protein in, it doesn't really matter what you eat. Like the person with the shit diet and the person with the really good diet, if they eat the same and train the same, they look basically the same. One of them might have better skin, one of them might be slightly leaner looking, one might retain more water. Like, you can tell if somebody has a good diet, but I promise you, it's not that substantial. And this is going to be crazy controversial advice, but calories is the main thing that determine what you look like, how big you get and how much muscle you put on. Health is 100% macronutrients, micronutrients, all of that stuff. But about 80% of it is just simply what food are you putting in your stomach. And if you can figure out how to eat more, get more calories in, gallon of milk, I drink one of these like every 2 or 3 days. I just bought like lamb shoulder, like chops and stuff like that because they're high in fat, high in calories. Finding out what you can eat that gives you lots of calories that you really like to eat, and finding out quick ways to add calories to things like adding oils, dressing, sauces, stuff like that. That's going to make it infinitely easier to eat. Don't try and add stuff. Am I loud? The first step is to not try to add stuff. You don't just want to be adding extra food. Find out how to make the foods you're already eating, the things that you already like. Just make them have more stuff. Again, oils, sauces, stuff like peanut butter, things that you can like slather on and put on, like your sandwiches or your meals, or if you have like a pasta bowl, adding more sauce, adding more oil, stuff like that. Again, this stuff is all good for you. Adding like some avocado to a salad if you like eating salads, it doesn't fucking matter. You just need to be a couple hundred calories over your maintenance if you were to track it. I'm not a big believer in tracking. I personally don't. I personally never really have. I personally don't have my clients do it. I just tell you, eat more, here's how to eat more, and they have good successes, i.e. these results. So how do you actually measure progress? How you measure progress is every week or every day, and then you're gonna measure it fully after each week. Every single day, track your weight. Buy a scale, it's cheap. Like an expensive one is like $30. Oh, scary. Buy a scale, weigh yourself every day. If the weight goes up roughly a pound on average, so what you're going to do is you're going to take day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7 days in a week. You're going to combine all those numbers, average them out. Week 2, you're going to take week 2, day 1, day 2, day 3, day 4, day 5, day 6, day 7. You're going to take those numbers, average them out. If your week 1 is less than your week 2 by about half a pound, you're good. If it's by 2 pounds, 3 pounds, 4 pounds, you're gaining too quickly. Eat less. Calm down on the food. If it didn't change, eat more. You want to gain slowly, because when you gain too fast, you just gain fat. Your body really hates building muscle. Your body fucking despises building muscle. And unless you're black or on steroids, if you're eating too much, you'll just get fat. And I don't want you to get fat because you already have a big layer of fat with not a lot of muscle. But if you're just eating a little bit more than what you need, and you're training hard, and you're doing all the right things, then I promise you, you will gain muscles, and you will get fucking jacked. And you'll look better than you ever have before, like 90 days from now, 3 months from now, 4 months from now. I guarantee it. Note, this is not a guarantee that I actually guarantee. Your results are entirely based on your commitment level, and I make zero promises other than the fact that if you listen to me, you will probably make better results than what you are currently making if you are at a low level of fitness. I am legally obligated to tell you this, because if I don't, then I could be killed by the Space Ninja monkeys. Training advice. When it comes to splits, training structures, stuff like this, what do you actually do? Find a program that you like. You're probably going to try a ton of shit if you're unexperienced. Most people say follow a program and stick with it. I never did that shit. I know for sure what works, what I like, what I don't like, what I can give to people, what to do based on my situation and all of that type of stuff. Do the training program that you like. Stick with it for a few weeks. See if you like it, see if you don't. If you're training hard, really none of it fucking matters. And again, I'm giving you like the 20% of stuff that you can do that gives you 80% of the results. If you want to maximize your results to the wazoo, yes, there's optimal splits and training structures and all this stuff, periodization models, woo, fancy Excel sheets. But if you just want to look good and you don't want to become a fucking professor in exercise science, just train hard. Honestly, the amount of sets you do doesn't fucking matter. Do like 3 or 4 per movement. Train all of your muscles. Train that 2-ish times a week. Like 1.5 to 3 times a week. 1.5 if you're following a split like this, like an asynchronized split. And just fucking have fun. Do what you like. If you want to look sexy, prioritize shoulders, prioritize back, prioritize upper chest, and prioritize your arms. If you want to like be strong, prioritize compound movements like pressing, pulling in each direction, deadlift, squats, whatever. I personally like being strong in certain movements and looking sexy. That's what I like. You'll probably look completely different than me, like body structure wise, even if you trained how I train. I'm going to be fully honest, because everybody's built a little bit different, and everybody responds to different movements differently. A prime example that I can give you, depending on your femur length for when you squat, it hits different muscles. If you have long femurs, it hits your ass more. If you have short femurs, it hits your quads more. For example, there are no perfect exercises, there are no perfect training structures or training splits, there are no perfect fucking diets. None of it matters. I need you to break this idea that any of this shit matters. Only thing that matters is you're eating enough and you're training hard and you're recovering. And this recovery one, to be honest, if you're younger than like 25, is kind of optional. I break PRs when I don't sleep for 20 hours and I have a little bit of caffeine in my system and no carbs. Everyone will tell you that that's stupid, but I break PRs. So yeah, I'd be stronger if I did optimal recovery, but because I'm younger than 25, it's kind of optional. To be honest, like, I don't have good genetics. I can show you proof. Here's proof. This is me after fucking years of training. Proof. I'm not the biggest. I'm not the strongest, but I worked fucking hard. I did this shit for a long period of time, and I knew it actually mattered. And yes, I train completely differently than how I'm telling you, because you're different from me. You're not taking training nearly as seriously as I will, and you probably never will. But if you're starting, and if you feel stupid when it comes to building muscle, when it comes to putting on size, when it comes to putting on strength, these are the fundamentals that actually matter. And if you really do want to lock in, if you really are serious about this, if you're like, Brandon, please give me something more complicated, you can go to my Substack, linked in the description. It says like sign up to my Nuggets newsletter. You'll get like emails and like posts and all that stuff, but you can message me on there. Message me just saying that you saw this video, send me like the video link or which video you watched, this one talking about like how to bulk or how to build quality size or build muscle if you're a muscle building idiot or whatever the video title is. I don't really remember. I'm telling you, just message me, say you want help, I'll help you for completely free, and if you want guidance past that point, then we can talk about like a more one-on-one mentorship type program. But I'm telling you, completely free, I will help you with your situation. That is my promise to you. And I'm not saying that's never going to change, I'm not saying that's going to be different or the same or whatever. But right now, if you watch this video within like couple of months of it being uploaded, I can almost guarantee you that that's going to be the case. And I will tell you more specific advice on your situation and what you can do, whether you're busy, whether you're not busy, whether you're going through mental anguish and you can't really get into the gym or whatever. I will tell you exactly what I would do because I'm fucking experienced with this shit. All of my friends, all of the people that I've worked with, I've helped so many people get into awesome shape. I've helped so many people with their training advice, with their diet advice. I had 1,000 fucking followers on Instagram and I would get messages all of the time saying how I've helped people and they need advice, and I would go on calls with followers and actually give them actionable one-on-one advice that fucking worked and help them make results. This is what I do. This is what I'm good at. This is what my passion is. I'm young, I'm driven, and I want to help you with this. So if you do want help, if you're driven as well, then sign up, or not even sign up, just DM me on Substack. And if you're like, oh, well, you're not certified, I'm getting my certification when I turn 18 in September. It's August. I'm going to learn zero. I'm just going to have a piece of paper next to my name because I already know the shit. And the thing is, side point, training certifications are bullshit. It's a piece of paper saying that you read a book and you took a test. It doesn't give you any training knowledge, doesn't tell you how to train someone, none of that shit. So, voila. I'm keeping it real with you. But anyways, my name has been Brandon. Keep doing the best, doing your best. Trust God. Signing off.